So a couple of recent changes. One, I am eating vegan, plant-based for the whole month of April. And two, I've been watching a lot of Dr. Stacy Sims content lately. She's an expert on specifically women's health, fitness, longevity kind of stuff. And she says that women need to eat basically immediately upon waking up, like before they work out or do anything. Otherwise, they won't get like any of the performance or recovery, not any. They'll get significantly less of the performance or recovery benefits of working out. And I always like wake up at like 5:45 a.m. and then get to the gym at 6 a.m. and chug some water in between and don't ever eat before the gym. So I am trying to change that. She recommends this morning protein coffee situation. So I've been trying that out the last couple of weeks and it's been pretty good, I'd have to say. It's got like a half cup of soy milk, like 5 grams of creatine, a scoop of protein powder, a bunch of cinnamon for taste, and then I just top it with a little bit of iced coffee. Not a ton, because when I get back from my workout, I'll probably have another like normal hot coffee. And it's pretty honestly delicious. I feel like it would be really good with oat milk if you drink oat milk. I picked soy milk for my, plant-based journey this month because it's highest in protein of the plant milks that I found, at least at my grocery store. So I stocked up on soy milk, but I have regrets about that, I would say. Especially because I'm now eating like a block of tofu a day, so it's a lot of soy in my diet. But still pretty good, and it's 30 grams of protein before I work out, so I feel good about it. So that's how I start my day. But as for the whole vegan thing, I like to do this every couple of years for a month or a couple of months for like a couple of reasons. So the first time I did it was like 10 years ago, and I just wanted to try eating vegan for a month, mainly just to be like, what's all this then? And at the time it led me to discovering like a lot of foods that I had never had before, or at least had never made myself before. I feel like vegans are experts in like adding a tablespoon of this and that nutritional and fiber and protein things to their diet. And so dried flax seeds, dried hemp heart, dried chia seeds, dried nutritional yeast, all for the first time that first month trying being vegan. Cooked tofu for the first time, which I still struggle with to this day. So I feel like it taught me a lot, and I like to do it every little couple of years or so just to like refresh all of that and remember all of these other foods. And then the main reason I wanted to try it right now is because I feel like I'm not eating enough fruits and vegetables in my like regular, diet. In January of this year, my gym had like a little challenge where like if you ate 2 servings of vegetables a day, you got like points in the challenge, etc., etc. And I was like, oh, that'll be super easy. But then tracking it made me realize there were a couple of days where I only got the vegetables in because I was thinking about it for the challenge. So that made me feel a little concerned about my vegetable intake. And I also saw a creator on TikTok post a video of like visually depicting how many fruits, like this quantity of fruit that you're supposed to eat according to US dietary guidelines or whatever in like a week. And it was so much fruit. And I was like, I love fruit and I don't think I'm housing this much fruit. So I was like, okay, I need to up my fruit and veg game. Also, another apparently, I guess, life-changing TikTok that I saw was this creator talking about how if you want to have like a well-balanced, nutritious, like high fiber, high protein diet, what you should really do is you should start with like vegan or vegetarian recipes and like make that and then just like toss some meat on top of it. And I was like, that's genius. That's really clever. Cause yeah, then the vegetables are the star of the show. Then you're getting all of these other like nutritious and focused, things. And then you just toss some chicken or salmon on there and call it a day. It's genius. So wanted to get good again at cooking some vegan recipes and get back in the habit and try that out. So that's the pros for me for trying a vegan diet right now. The cons I find are it is hard for me when I do these little challenges to meet my nutritional goals. Not really protein. I feel like I've got protein down on a plant-based diet. I think today I'm probably gonna get like 150 grams of protein, 30 of it coming from protein powder, so 120 from, you know, food. So I'm not super concerned about that. I just try to hit 100 grams of protein a day. So the real issue for me is calories. The very first time I tried a vegan month, like 10 years ago, I just couldn't get enough calories in. I lost 10 pounds in the month and I was not trying to do that. At the time I was playing roller derby. So if anything, I was trying to bulk, but it's just like I couldn't get the calories in. So now when I do these vegan months, I try to calorie track my days, which I don't do normally. It's hard. It's plant-based food. It's so much less calories than non-plant-based food, and you have to eat so much more. My maintenance calories are 2,500 a day, and trying to get that on a plant-based diet has honestly been a slog. I've been, these past few weeks, so bloated, so full. It has been difficult to hit. I think I'm evening out more now and I've got a better routine down. That would be my warning though. If you are going to start on a vegan journey or do like a vegan challenge or just eat more plant-based, like, you know, maybe track your calories if that's something you're comfortable with, and be prepared for it to be, you know, kind of bloaty, kind of hard. Okay, that's all for me. I'm gonna check this and then off to the gym. Okay, we are back from the gym. It is time for breakfast. We're doing these carrot cake overnight oats. Tucker has a non-vegan one with like regular Greek yogurt, and I have a vegan one with a bunch of extra seeds and stuff. I'll insert here how I made it. Okay, we are making some carrot cake inspired vegan overnight oats that are high protein. Starting with 2 chopped up dates. I'm splitting them between my 2 jars. While we're here, I'm also making Tucker some non-vegan overnight oats. Those are the other jars here. And I'm gonna make some like energy balls situation. I'm doing a 1/4 cup of sprouted rolled oats, tablespoon of chia seeds in each, tablespoon of flaxseed in each, shredded carrot. Okay, then I'm doing like a 1/2 tablespoon of cinnamon. Okay, and then a 1/2 cup of soy milk in each. Okay, then in the morning I'm gonna heat them up and I'm gonna serve them with a serving of this vegan Greek style yogurt made with almond milk and soy, vanilla unsweetened. And then all together, everything will have 455 calories and 29 grams of protein. Let me clear this and then we'll finish making the little energy balls. Okay, in here I've already got 2 dates, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, 2 tablespoons of flax seeds, a 1/2 cup of rolled oats, a ton of cinnamon, and I'm just gonna add 2 tablespoons of almond butter and then maybe a dash of soy milk if it needs it, and then roll it out into little balls and see how many we get. Okay, so in total that made 7 little balls, so that means they each have 106 calories and 3.4 grams of protein. Pretty good. Hopefully they're good. The little piece I ate wasn't good, but I don't think I got any date in it, so hopefully we'll try these tomorrow and they'll be amazing. Okay, first bite. Okay, this is actually really good. The vegan Greek yogurt, not the best, but the actual overnight oats themselves are really good. Okay, lunch today is 2 massive tofu tacos. This is just tofu crumbles from a block of extra firm tofu. I'm using the whole block, half in one and half in the other, which I'll probably eat later. And then it's got a little broccoli, radish, carrot slaw topped with some vegan yogurt and jalapeno, cilantro, lime mix. And then it has some salsa on top. I think altogether it's like 750 calories for the two of them and like 56 grams of protein. Okay, we're on to taco number 2. I am eating some of the contents with a fork for now because I can't quite close it yet. Soon to come. It is honestly really good, but this is like a great example of my classic beef with a plant-based diet. It's so much food. Like the amount of food that you have to eat when you're eating plant-based to like have the same amount of calories as a non-plant-based thing, it's just absurd. And it feels absurd in your body. And I guess I'll get used to it, but it just like, I'm really shoveling it down. And I already, like on a non-vegan day, like I'm eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, dessert. Most days. So like, the regimen and the amount of food that has to get in, it's a lot. It's a lot. I guess that's an obnoxious problem to have. I don't know. But I'm very full. I'll say that. Okay, for a snack, I'm having some coffee with some soy milk and 2 of the little protein balls that I made yesterday. Energy balls, whatever. These are okay. They're just okay, you know? I guess this is kind of embarrassing, but I don't think before this week I'd ever had a date. Like the fruit, no. I've been on a date. And I got them because they're in all the like healthy, vegan, sweet treat recipe things. And so I was like, oh, okay. And the way these health people talk about dates, I was really expecting something quite sweet and quite special. But I made these same little Powerball things last week with raisins instead of dates, and they were like way better and way sweeter. So I'm feeling a little betrayed by the date propaganda, I'd have to say. For a snack, I'm having these little baked pea crisps. They're 130 calories and 5 grams of protein. Okay, now we're having some of this vegan cashew butter and dark chocolate bar. It's got 90 calories and 1.5 grams of protein. Then for dinner tonight, we have this sweet potato and chickpea stew. I meal prepped a whole batch of it earlier this week. It's got sweet potatoes and chickpeas, obviously some crushed tomatoes, spinach, almond butter, which is really nice in it. It's like super hearty. And I'm gonna top it with some pickled red onions. I also meal prepped a bunch of these at the start of my little vegan month. And then some roasted chickpeas, same thing on top, just for some crunch. And then a little squeeze of lime. All in all, it's like 500 calories and 25 grams of protein, mainly from the chickpeas. And then the almond butter and the spinach. And that's my whole day of plant-based, high-protein meals. I think overall we did like 150 grams of protein and like 2,300 calories. So not mad about that. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll link a playlist of my other what I eat in a day /week videos. See y'all soon.